Welcome back to the Beauty Birds podcast, where your birds, Tara and Beka, that's us, talk about makeup, beauty, skincare, and the money behind it all. Today, we're going to talk about the average cost of a full face of makeup, how often we're buying things, and where we personally spend the most. But first, Tara, what's on your face and what's in your face?
I'm just drinking water today for what's in my face because I crushed like a whole 12-pack of Truly, and today is my not Truly day.
I'm drinking a Truly right now. They sponsor us.
Oh, I thought you just said they sponsor us. I was gonna be like,
they should.
They should.
We'll send this to them.
On my face, though, is the KVD Vegan Beauty Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Echo, which is one of my favorite lipstick shades of all time, of all of the colors I've ever owned.
I also have a really good navy blue, but it's from Lime Crime.
Yeah, this is like a cool navy blue. And then I topped it with the e.l.f. Glitter in the stickers on my finger. Turquoise Twilight.
I'm sorry it came off already.
It's e.l.f. I paid $4, so.
I'm going to talk about an oldie but a goodie. I'm wearing Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Pinky Promise, which I think I talked about in our dupes episode.
Yeah.
This is really old. I've had this for a long time. I still love it. I think it's one of the best hot pinks out there in liquid lipstick form.
Yeah.
If all my makeup burned in a fire, I would repurchase it. Is that our new threshold for if it's good or not? I would repurchase it if it burned in a fire.
If it burned in a fire. There's a YouTuber I've been watching that her threshold for buying stuff was, well, it's the apocalypse, and I don't think I would buy it in the apocalypse. So, that's the new threshold.
Okay.
So yeah, burned in a fire is definitely ours.
And I'm drinking watermelon kiwi Truly.
My favorite one is the mango. Now that I've had it.
Also really good. Last week I took the pineapple one and I dumped it in my blender with some frozen pineapple, and it was so good. Yes. I'm gonna do more of that as it continues to get warmer in Texas.
I'll save my joy on that one for Florida.
Okay. All right. So I know you had a bit of an eyeshadow mishap today, but we did make a list of what we would wear. Were we doing a full face of makeup? I did, in fact, do my full face of makeup today, and we added up the totals of how much it cost. But we did adjust things that, like, if we got an item on sale, we put the sale price in. One of my items is very old, and so I put the price that I bought it for, not the current price with like several years of inflation on it.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your eyeshadow mishap first, or you want to talk about the cost first?
I'll talk about the mishap. I had similar yellow eyes to you. I did like a yellow, green, blue fade, and it was really cool. And then I too muched it, where I was like, you know what would make this really cool eyeshadow look even better? Glitter. And I put this devil on it, and I love this. It's the e.l.f. glitter that's on my lips right now. But it's like a liquid base, and I guess I just was not thinking. And I put it all over my eyes, and next thing you know, all of the eyeshadow was on my fingers, and I was like, oh no. And I tried to save it and salvage it, and then the next thing you know, it was all patchy and everywhere, so I took it all off.
I'm sorry.
So I did have a lot of eyeshadow on. So my spreadsheet reflects what I have.
So your tallied total for today includes the eyeshadow that you would have worn. And I want to note that the way we calculated this is that if we used one shade from an eyeshadow palette, we still put the full cost of the eyeshadow palette. So mine is ridiculous today. I spent close to $90 on my face today as eyeshadow, but I used one shade from one palette and one shade from another palette. And that was it.
Yep.
Okay, so Tara, your 14-15 product, full face of makeup, $244.47.
Yeah.
My full face, 16 products of makeup, so one more than you.
Yep.
Which is funny because we actually have a different products that we used.
Yeah.
$399.70. Inadvertently used the two most expensive items that I own today. One being the Melt Vita palette, which I bought when it launched last year. And the other being my deeply beloved Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light Bronzer that I bought in 2017. That is the only bronzer I own. I use it basically every day, and I just hit pan like end of 2019.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I think that's an important thing to talk about.
How long products last?
How long products last, and like a lot of these products are the same thing that we're wearing daily over and over, and are the only thing that we own in that category.
For sure. Like you had said, your powdered bronzer, you only own one.
Yeah, that's the only one that I have.
Same. I have one from Ulta that I have and love, and it's just like once it's on my face, it pretty much is going to look the same bronzer, no matter like what, because I'm not going to buy a shade that doesn't match me. So like once I have the shade of bronzer that I like, why would I go buy more?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy the Fenty cream bronzer.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna buy another powder bronzer. I've had that thing for coming on 3 years.
Yeah.
There's still probably like half of it left. And when it's all gone, I'll probably buy another one.
Yeah. The Ulta one that I've had since 2018. And honestly, I don't use it that often, but since you said full face, I had to do it.
Okay, so did you want to run through what products, like not necessarily a brand, but what items your 15 items are?
Yeah, for sure. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, or I can, whatever you want.
Glasses off. So a lot of it, it's all spread out everywhere. My eyebrows are the ones that like I care about the most, I guess. And my eye situation. So I use the Wet n Wild eye primer because I need a really good eye primer because I am very oily. So I take eye primer and put it all over my eyes and eyebrows, and then use a eyebrow marker and then an eyebrow gel to like fluff them up. And then when I do my eyeshadow, I for sure always dig into like 2 or 3 palettes and then a couple of single shades.
Yeah.
So today I did a rainbow look, and to achieve that, I had to use the Sugar Pill Fun Size, a Sugar Pill Individual Shadow, which is in my like custom 6-pan palette, and then my Urban Decay Electric palette, which you can claw out of my cold dead hands. But yeah, and then just like you, I don't really use foundation that often. I have it for like really special occasions, but just like even when I do like a full face, it's usually just concealer.
What foundation do you have?
Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I've had it forever.
Oh, you like that whole line.
But yeah, I use a tacky primer, then concealer, and then blush, bronzer, and setting spray, and that's really it. Oh, highlight.
Yeah, that was your most expensive product, was highlight. I thought it was funny that for both of us, and I would say probably most people, eyeshadow is the most expensive category because we're often dipping into multiple things. Especially because I have the Sugar Pill Fun Size and the Huda Obsessions, the little guys, the little palettes, and then like the probably 85% of my eyeshadow is melt. And I'm always dipping into like, oh, this one from here and this one from there. God, yeah. But outside of eyeshadow, our most expensive product for both of us was highlight and bronzer.
Yeah.
Which is like, you own the one expensive thing and you wear it basically every day.
Yeah. Which like, I don't feel bad about. Like the Cover FX one is really expensive. It's $42 to the bottle, but that lasts forever.
Yeah, you've been a fan of those for what, years? You've had it for. I bought the Hourglass bronzer, I think like maybe spring, early 2017, and like has continued being the only powder bronzer that I own, and I use it every time I do my makeup.
Yeah. Because like those kind of just put your face together. They don't do the look. The stuff that we tend to spiral out of control with is eyeshadow and lipsticks.
Yep.
Because like a different lip can change the entire look. Like if I went into the bathroom, took this off, and came back with a red lipstick, it would be a completely different look.
Yeah, and if I put navy blue instead of this hot pink, totally different.
Yeah.
So I have 16 products. eyeshadow eye primer, the NARS one. I actually really like it. I bought that maybe late last year after like many years of using the same MAC paint pot.
Oh, you were one of them.
And then for ages, I used nothing. Like I would just use my concealer.
Oh, dry eye.
So
People,
NARS eye primer is the only one that I own.
yeah.
2 eyeshadow palettes. I used a KVD Vegan Beauty lip liner in my waterline and a different shade on my lips as an actual lip liner.
Okay.
Those are the only thing I own in those shades, and I bought them on sale for $8 after Cat was booted. My concealer is actually like an under eye brightener, and I've been
Okay.
using that and the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted
Oh,
Moisturizer.
yeah.
So that's the only, I guess it's more of a color corrector than a concealer. But
Yeah.
like for day to day, I'm using that and either a concealer or the Bare Minerals. But that's like my only foundation. It's my only color corrector. MAC Glow Play blush is my only cream blush, which replaced, I had those Stila Aqua, the watercolor like liquid blushes. I had 2 of them for years. I'm pretty sure I bought them in 2016, and it was like used within 9 months, and I literally threw them out
Yeah,
after we got to Texas. Bronzer is my only one. I did use 2 different brow gels.
Ooh,
Sorry.
which ones?
Benefit Gimme Brow, which is the fiber one that like also kind of fills them in underneath. And
Okay.
then the Lime Crime Brow Gel. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that gel. The brush is so good. I have that on top. Look at this tiny little brush.
Yeah, that's
It's
nice.
like long and skinny. Not good for a
Um,
lot of things, but great for a brow gel.
can I tell you something that I actually did spend a lot of money on, and I was like, this is horseshit.
Mm.
I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel
Mm-hmm.
hybrid thing. It sucked.
Oh, yes. Not the Dip Brow pomade, but they like put it in a gel. It was bad. I returned it.
I didn't return mine. It's just sitting and getting suckier as the days go along. So I didn't include it because I don't use it. It sucks.
I sold it.
Yeah, I
Well,
also
sorry, I
wait.
returned it rather. I would have sold it, but I returned it.
You know what else I have but don't use anymore? I used to be like an avid dip brow person, and I have 2 dip brows because I needed the ash brown and black. I really need like a gray black brown combo, but they don't make it. I know, but I don't. I
Benefit
need
Gimme Brow comes in gray.
it needs to be like a marker or a thing. I'm just so picky. Anyway, I have those sitting in my collection, and those 3 products are probably around like $60 worth of stuff, but I use these $7.99
Love when
brow.
that happens. I
And
know
the
you use the Essence Make Me Brow gel, and I use that for a really long time.
oh my god. So my thing is it's $2.99 and it works so well that like I don't want to try a more expensive one.
I used it from probably for a couple of years, basically until Lime Crime was like, look, we made a brow gel. And I was like, oh shit, I have to try it now.
God.
But
Yeah,
like,
no, I won't let myself buy the more expensive version because it's like, why would I if this one like even with the eye primer, the Wet and Wild, it's $5.99 and it works so well that like I don't even want to try the slightly step up Milani version.
the NARS eyeshadow primer is $26.
Mhm.
I don't know what possessed me to buy it, but I actually really like it.
I'm sure it's great. It's really expensive. It should be great.
Um, it's funny because I like tried to compare what it looked like for my daily, everyday kind of like low key makeup,
Yeah.
and my base was basically the same. The things
Yeah.
that go when I'm doing a quick or light or like more natural look are eyeshadow,
Yep.
which is undoubtedly where I spend the most money,
Mhm.
and also is like where I have the most variety.
Yeah. Same.
I have a lot of highlighters.
Do you?
I have 3 like cream gel No, 5. I have 5 that are like similar to ColourPop Super Shock formula.
Okay.
I have 2 of those, 2 from Ritual Defy, 1 from Kaja,
Gotcha.
and then I have 3 Black Moon Cosmetics, the KVD Vegan Beauty Alchemist palette, which I got recently for $10.
Oh, I kind of lumped that one in as eyeshadow.
Okay, fine. And I have one of the Huda highlighting palettes that I've had for like a couple of years. Oh, and the
Okay.
Ritual Defy, I've also had those since 2017.
Oh, those are so pretty.
They are, but I'm realizing that like the vast majority of my day to day,
Yeah.
almost none of it is like recent purchases. I think
Yeah.
the Melt Vita palette that I bought in the winter, like because it was their holiday release, is the most recent thing I bought that wasn't like an explicit 1-for-1 replacement for something.
Yeah. I bought so we talk about educated consumerism like all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always buy a Sephora favorites kit and just like, I don't know what happens. I blink and it's in my cart and I check out. And
I
last
mean,
year
that's kind of your shopping approach in general.
I bought one. Wait, I bought one again this year for my birthday, but last year for my birthday, I bought the highlighter one they came out with. And it had like the teeniest, tiniest little samples. I got a Fenty one, I got the Benefit High Beam, the Milk highlighter, and like a bunch of other ones. And I actually really loved it. So I have a bunch of the little highlighters.
I will say, until like the last year or so, I really love those kits. I think they make great gifts.
Yeah.
I think if you're not sure what you like, or you're like, I want to branch out and I don't know what to do, I think
Yeah.
they're great. They have something called a hydrating fruity face set.
I know, I saw that one too. I was torn on which one to get. I think I luck out. I feel like I always find one that has like, if it has 5 products, 4 of the ones in it are something I want. And like the 5th one I know I can give to you.
That's fair. I love the lash stash ones. Is that what
Yeah.
they're called? A lot of the times, I think I've gotten them for my mom before, where she was like, I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want. It's like 5 minis and then like a
Yeah.
voucher to get a full size of one of those.
Those are great.
The
The
lip
eyeliner ones
kits.
too.
I always loved the lip kits. Well, they had not lip kit. Lip kit is like a Kylie thing. What were they actually
Give
called?
me more lip.
Yes.
I've
Well, I
bought them
think they
before.
had like a 5-piece one that was like give me lip, and then they had a huge one that was give me more lip.
Yeah, I think it was give me some lip and give me more lip.
I think
I've
you're
bought them
right.
before because I really do enjoy those. And the eyeliner ones that they do.
Oh,
Because
it's like
like,
liquid eyeliner.
yeah, I think those
Yeah,
are a
no,
great
I'm inept in that category. I don't shop that. I don't buy those.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to sample products. I actually almost sign up for Sephora Play all the time because I always see the Sephora favorites and I'm like, you know what? I really like doing this. But the Sephora Plays don't look like they have the best selection.
I did it for 6 months
Yeah.
when I still had Makeup Nerdery. I mean, it exists. I'm not really writing on it anymore. I did like I went like full Becca on it. There's like spreadsheets and pie charts and like an analysis of the product value for each one. Maybe I'll like copy and paste and post it on
Yeah.
our thing. But yeah, after that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do Sephora Play anymore.
It's just like it's not as good as their favorites kits and like I feel like they give you the samples that nobody wanted.
I think I got like a couple of really great things. But again, if you are, I don't want to say experienced, but if you know what you like, if you're already doing the research, probably
Yeah.
not worth it. If you're kind of a beginner, or if you're just looking to branch out and like don't have you or me to ask questions, if you don't have someone like Tara and Beka in your life that you can be like, I don't know what to buy,
Yeah.
I think that they're really great. I think they make
Yeah.
good gifts. They've done like Sephora Play boxes that you can buy separately, and they did like a one for like if you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and
That's
60s.
cute.
And so like I've given those as gifts before. But yeah, the point is
Sorry, I derailed you all the way.
So I had eye primer, 2 eyeshadow, eyeliner, concealer, foundation, blush. Here's my kicker: 2 bronzers. I used like a cushion and the powder bronzer. Highlight, 2 brow products, mascara, lip liner, lipstick, and powder.
Okay.
And yours was eye primer, 3 eyeshadow products, face primer, concealer, bronzer, blush, highlight, 2 brow products, mascara, lipstick, setting spray, and then also glitter. Glitter was your 15th product.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different enough list. I also went all powder today. I don't know why, because for some reason when you said full face, I was like, I have to use my powder products.
At first I was like, I'm going to use all the expensive things. And then I saw your list and I was like, okay, I'm going to use less expensive things.
Yeah, I don't know. My face changes on like the day to day. I really like to use cream products, but like again, I only have 1 cream bronzer and like I have 2 cream blushes, but one of them was like a gift from a outlet store, so like whatever. That one I didn't buy, but yeah, I only buy like 1 of each face product because I like to use eyeshadow as blush.
I just remembered I also have 2 melt highlighters. Okay, a lot of highlight, but I have like 1 cream blush, 1 cushion blush, and like 2 powder blushes.
My favorite thing now is using eyeshadow as blush from like looks that I've done. Like if I use like all purple or like all yellow, I'll like bring it onto my cheeks as well.
That's cool. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I would probably do that if I didn't have so much blush to use.
I have to finish this.
But like, I realize that they're sent a lot of stuff, but you watch YouTube videos and they're like, I have this foundation and this foundation and I use this one sometimes and I use that one sometimes. And I'm like, if it doesn't work all the time, it's not getting my money.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with that at all. Like I can understand having 2 foundations. I was gonna say maybe 3, but not really. I have 2 of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus because one is dark and one is light. And I mix them accordingly depending on where I am and how I need it. Because
time of year, yeah, because you actually can.
I do. Yeah, it's the Mexican skin as soon as it sees the sun, which it has not in Pittsburgh. So
Russian skin, can't relate. In my mom's words, I look like sour cream all the time.
That's so mean.
I agree. See that, Mom? Tara thinks you're mean.
My Devin's grandma, when we were there last, she was, you should see some more sun. It's like, I know.
I think, okay, so the things I have more than one of are all things that I have in different colors. So like eyeshadow, lipstick, blush, highlighter. But complexion products, primers, concealers, bronzers, for the most part, brow products. The only reason I have multiples of anything right now is because I wasn't happy with what I was using. All of those things are like one of each.
Yeah.
And they last for ages. And I don't know, I don't often have more than one of those things.
No, me neither. Although for my birthday, I did buy the Milk makeup. What was that like oil cheek lip and oil? You know, like their new Rolly stick. It's like an oil blush.
I don't know. It sounds like a nightmare.
Says the person with dry skin, but me, the oily bitch, keeps buying ridiculously oily products to further be oily. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come in the mail.
I'm gonna look it up. Milk oil.
What else did I buy?
You went hard for your birthday.
I did.
Glow oil, lip and cheek. Oh yeah. God. We've been watching Buffy and I feel like this would fit right in.
What else did I do? Oh, you know what I bought that I don't think I told you? 2 of the KVD Vegan Beauty Glimmer Veil lip things.
Oh, you'll have to tell me how they are.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for those because I always wanted them, but they came out like right when she was being outed as terrible. So I could never buy them, but now I did.
Did I send you when I destashed the Lime Crime glitter top things?
No. Who did you send?
Sorry, maybe my sister and her friends. I think I asked you if you wanted them and you said
Oh.
no.
I got the Sol de Janeiro body oil.
I have the, what is it, Soul Beauty, the ColourPop brand, the SOL.
Yeah, I want to try that too.
I bought it. I've had it, but I lived in Oregon where there was no sunshine ever, and I still haven't used it.
Bust that shit out. It's nice.
And then I traveled with it to fly back to Philly and like Northeast for a wedding in the fall, but it wasn't warm enough, and I didn't use it then either. So now I've had it for like 6 months and I've still never used it.
You live in the warm. Take it out.
I do. I'm a little worried that the oil is going to make me burn more. So I have to like apply the oil and then apply sunscreen over it. I don't know. It's not like I've got anything better to do right now. Maybe I'll try it next week.
So yeah, those are our faces.
Those are our faces. What else do we say we're going to talk about? How often we're buying things?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we both have like moments where we break down and just buy a bunch of stuff.
There's actually a concealer on my like wish list right now, but it's in a stick formula.
Oh, we talked about this.
Which I guess I had like blocked out junior high, not understanding blending stick products.
Yeah.
Until you mentioned them, and now I'm like, oh god, I'm not. Don't look like that. I definitely like have clear memories of being like 12 and trying to cover my acne with like a stick, but like just applying it and like not understanding to blend it in, and I would just have like a layer of it on my face.
Or like it being the driest stuff ever. Or like it being just like the driest formula ever.
I don't remember that. I just remember being oily all the time and like just greasy.
Like, real crappy ones then, because my memory of stick foundation or concealer is it just like being super dry and like not blending out. And like I'd put it on and like try to blotch it out, but it would just like patchy itself away.
Maybe it did that, but I didn't know I needed to blend it out at the time. This was like braces and just learning about like Metallica and Blink-182 coming off of like Britney Spears and NSYNC. Not a good time for me. But like really nothing before 30 was a great time for me.
Yeah.
Would you say, I said we would talk about where we personally spend the most. I'm still going to say eyeshadow and lipstick. Or maybe like historically eyeshadow and lipstick. Now it's definitely skincare.
Yeah. So I feel like I have enough eyeshadow. Like my collection is complete. Mm-hmm. There are only a few things here and there that like will tempt me, but I feel like it's mostly single shadows. When I look at palettes, it's frustrating that I look at them and go, oh, I have that. I shouldn't get that. That's not responsible.
I really thought I was gonna cave and buy the Melt 420 palette, but I read the shade names and I don't think I can do it.
Also, if you sold your Gemini, I was gonna get on a flight, come to Texas, and tell you no.
I said I wasn't going to. That's the other thing. Like I have a lot of eyeshadow, but we've talked about it before. A lot of it is cyclical. Like, especially if you live on the East Coast or somewhere where you actually have multiple seasons a year. Like there's stuff that I would use in December that I wasn't going to use in July. I mean, I guess that's true for Texas and Oregon also.
Yeah. I would say the bulk of my purchasing also goes to like skincare as well. More like glowy stuff, just anything like glowy.
I realized I rarely buy more than like one makeup item at a time anymore.
Yeah. Like I don't do hauls. Like I did a birthday one just because Dev, like his gift was like, hey, what's on your wish list?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
But like I used to be like, oh, I bought this and this and this and this. And now I'm like, in the Sephora sale, I will haul skincare.
Yeah.
Which again is usually all refills and replacements and restocks, whatever. But makeup, like I did a Lime Crime order today per Nick's encouragement because the brow gel that I really like was half off on sale.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 of them. And then I was like, while I'm here, I will get one of those new, like the satin lipsticks. Mm-hmm. Because I was like, that seems nice for Texas. Like, I don't always want a dry matte liquid lipstick. And then because you told me to, I bought the freckle pen.
I feel like you say that a lot. And I hope people don't think I'm just like, hey, Becca, you have to buy it.
No, we were talking about it. I was asking Tara how she felt about faux freckles. It was all in pursuit of the Instagram filter that I'm trying to replicate on my face today.
Yeah.
I think I did an okay job. This is the
I'd
first
say
time
so.
I've really like kind of nailed the all yellow eyeshadow. And I'm really happy with it.
Love it. I love yellow eyeshadow so much.
I do too, but I've really struggled to get it in like a solid, clean layer before. But today I used the yellow from the, oh God, there's no way to show this on camera. I used the bright yellow from the Huda Neon Orange palette, and then I used the bright yellow from the Melt Vita palette.
Okay.
That's basically it.
I had so many colors on before my catastrophe.
You posted pictures though, right? It's going to be in our...
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. It's going to be in our challenge highlight because you posted for the lipstick challenge and we got your cute eyeshadow look.
Yeah.
Did you try the e.l.f. olive palette yet?
No, I didn't want to dig my grubby fingers into it, honestly.
You gonna do it tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm so excited about that.
I didn't convince you. I found out while Tara was shopping for her birthday that e.l.f. made a beautiful 4-pan olive palette for what, like $3?
Yeah, after using a coupon, it was $3.20.
That's amazing.
Which, at the end of the day, like I was queuing myself up to buy the Menagerie 12-pan like build your own palette because they had a ton of beautiful olive shades, but like I don't need 12 olive shades. Like I'm gonna do 2 looks with an olive palette, and I know that about myself. So four shades is like more than enough for me.
I'd love to do one of those 12-pan custom palettes, but not all olive. I want like every gradient of red, orange, yellow, pink, purple.
You should get that Give Me Glow, what is it, like this jalapeno, or not jalapeno, I'm thinking jalapeno because the e.l.f. one is. Yeah, look it up. You're going to fall in love.
I'm looking up Give Me Glow Cosmetics palettes.
Yep. Just check back in when you find it. It's like the chili palette or something.
Are you sure it's from them?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it on their website. My full face costs a couple $100. Your full face costs a couple $100. But the vast majority of those things are the only thing we own in that category.
Yeah.
My MAC setting powder, I realized today I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. Pretty sure I bought that in 2014.
I live in a glass house. I cast no stones.
But like, I don't think I've hit pan on it yet.
Yep.
Admittedly, I've tried a lot of other powders in the meantime, and yet I've never gotten rid of that one, and it's always the one I go back to.
Yeah.
So now it's just the one that I own and use.
Yeah. I support that.
But look at this highlight.
I dig it.
It's the Kaja, whatever the hell this brand is. I really like them. It is the, what's the product actually called? I don't know. It was like a mochi something cushion. Mochi Glow highlight. It looks like this. Shockingly, it has that rose gold shift, which half my highlighters do. But I got it on sale for $9.50.
Nice.
I will say, I think also a lot of the makeup I got on sale.
Same. I don't intentionally browse the sale page, but I feel like I find myself looking through the sale page going, oh wow, I wanted that 3 months ago and now it's half off.
I will save stuff to my like loves list on Sephora and wait for it to go on sale. Or if it's like a thing I've really wanted for that long, if I've got 20% off or a coupon or whatever.
Exactly.
But of 16 products on my list, 1, 2, 4, 5 were bought on sale. A couple are minis, and 1, 2, 3 plus are like several years old.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of my makeup is really old too, which is why we keep using the burn in a fire metric. Where like I didn't just buy all of this makeup overnight. Like I've accumulated and amassed all of this makeup over like years.
Yeah. I can't believe I've had that since 2014.
That's
Wow.
fine.
I mean, it's fine, but like, is that right? That can't be right.
Oh, again.
I guess we did live in our house in Oregon already. Like we had already bought that house in 2014. So wow, that was like before my like crazy bell curve of makeup purchasing. That has survived a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and my go-to products that I use every single day, day in, day out, are ancient or exact replacements.
Yeah.
I don't know what the lesson was here.
I think the lesson is that when you add all your makeup together, it's a lot more expensive than you think.
True. I think it's funny though that like the most expensive category is always eyeshadow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be like if you have a quad and that's all you're using.
Yeah, for sure. Like you don't have
But
to have 10 palettes.
I think I like did a test run of removing what I don't use on like lighter makeup days, and it was like almost cut in half, and it was basically like eyeshadow and like one other product.
Yeah.
I think that's all our things.
Okay. Um,
This was more of a informational thing than like here's an outright financial lesson.
we did this for us.
We did this for us. I was really curious. That's why we did this.
Honestly, I was really curious too. Just because I feel like I see the videos that viewers do all the time where they have like $1,000 face first, $200 face. And like you never really think when you're buying a single $20 blush that it's going to just like accumulate into a $200 face.
I think the right cost for your face of makeup is whatever you're using regularly.
Yes. The right
And
cost for your makeup is smart consumerism.
yeah, be an educated consumer, do your research, buy things that are going to last long, both in like, this isn't just a hype trend.
Yeah.
It's like actually something that you like, and also products that you'll continue using over and over.
For sure.
And
So
if
there
you
was
don't
a
like
point.
it, return it, sell it, destash it, give it away. Don't just hoard your products and be angry at them like Tara does. Sorry. Also, I felt really I don't say embarrassed, but I was like kind of up in my feels about the cost of my face versus your face while we were writing this out. And
Oh yeah, I did this.
I had to remind myself that you buy expensive fonts and novelty onesies,
Yeah, so
and I buy lipstick.
I promised you that I would explain this because you do have a lot more makeup than I do, but like my hobby is also design and like I pay for the Adobe suite and like I just buy fun graphics that I hope one day I'll use. Like I have a set of watercolor pine trees that I bought and I was like, gosh, I hope someone hires me to make something that involves these soon. So like yeah, I buy silly fonts and beautiful scripts and things like
You can
that.
use them for your announcement when you relocate,
There you go.
if and when you relocate.
Yeah. So I buy things like that on like the daily and I don't even think twice about it. Like there has never been a time where I put a font in my cart and said, "Do I need this?" Yeah, I do.
That makes me feel better. The only things I buy with reckless abandon are like spices in the kitchen.
Reckless abandon.
I had to there's a shop called New York Chouk, and they do a lot of like Middle Eastern Mediterranean spices and herbs and like different types of harissa and like preserved lemons. And I basically put the entire shop in my cart, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
let's
whoa.
downsize a little bit. I mean, the whole shop was like 12 things, and I bought like 5, but I'll get the other half soon.
That's for the next order.
That's for the next order.
Just buy it all.
All right, guys, we like to talk about this stuff. We just want you to think critically about where your money is going and how you're spending it, and if you're spending it on things that you're actually using.
Yeah.
And I think
We just
that's
like to
it.
talk about makeup.
We just like to talk about makeup. We like to talk about money. We like to make I like to make spreadsheets.
I like to appreciate your spreadsheets.
I included you on this one.
I know. I didn't. I wasn't expecting that. I feel so. Yeah. Thanks.
But now it's time to say goodbye because I can get in one more episode of Buffy before bedtime.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe and follow to the blog at beautybirdspodcast.com. Like, subscribe, leave reviews on iTunes, on our Facebook page, which is Beauty Birds Podcast. Twitter, Beauty Birds Pod. I don't know. If you guys want it, we'll be more active there. We're really active on our Instagram. And also, I'm not sure where we'll be by the time this goes up, but our lipstick challenge, which corresponds to the beauty consumer tag we did a few weeks ago, will all be up in a, in a story highlight. So look through and start your own and participate, and don't forget to tag us. That's it. That's the tea.
That's the tea. That's a thing. Hello, fellow kids.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.